And welcome back to Villain Rise Adventure. We're just playing The Outer Worlds, Spacer's Choice. And we were also doing the DLC of Peril of Gorgon. And let's see, we done some small quests. I think now we're going to run the middle one called A Dialogue Between Dead Men. We must unlock the secret society hideout. So, come on, team. I don't know why I think that would be an exit. So this is where the Marauders started. Which, okay. Yep, guys, come on. Cabin. So, got to along. Save some time. Well. Enter Truefan passphrase. Begin Truefan quiz. We'll do that one. Number 1, the Plague of Manta Men. What was the name of the Manta Mastermind's second in command, whom Archibald defeated in the hand of claw combat? Yeah, if you want to do the quiz, play the game yourself. I want to say I'm just going to hack it, execute a villain protocol, which makes sense for villain. Alert! Villain protocol is active. Door is unlocked. You win this round, Dastardly Fiend. But you haven't heard the last from us. Super Science Lab Sidekicks Extraordinaire will make you rue this act of most vile treachery. Jamaican blend. Alright.
Those reasons kept their hideout.
Is this pick up the pet? The pet too. I am not a melee person, but I am curious. Melee. Lovely handcrafted replica, energy axe. Strike resemblance of the pest exterminator tool wielded by the pulp legend Archibald Excelsior with his main pets hand. Yeah, I don't really need a grenade launcher right now, so we'll do like a little melee fun. Ooh. It is cool. We'll do that. Bam. Ooh. Let's get. And now we're back on to the one who walks away from Gorgon. Anything else though? Yeah, a second. The other mysteries. Just hide out. Why call a planet Gorgon? What the fuck? That's it. Time to get back to booming. Get that. What else is hitting me? Alright, right there you see that. Yeah. Yeah. Melee, aggressive. Alright. Guess their Dutch is turning. Nope. Yeah.
Everyone all right?
Oh, good job, team. Great. Alright, so I gotta go. Oh. Huh. Yup. Dare I say, fascinating. Look, I've already been here. Locate staff. Log. Time. Event. Alright, so that just told me some information, I reckon. Edit. That's it, man? Okay. Well, there's some stuff I wanted to do on here anyways. Oh, not that one. Look. If I can't modify those. A tinker can't tinker with them? You can tinker, but you can't modify. Yep. Well, that went through a lot. I'll get it back though. Modify. This down. Okay. Yeah. Alright, on to it. I go to Terra?
Captain, transmission request from Ambrose Manor.
Yay. I'm guessing Minnie wants an update. Patch you through.
Captain! Imagine my surprise when I saw the Unreliable leaving Gorgon with so much urgency and purpose. Tell me you found Mother's journal. I'm positively dying for good news.
Someone warned me to stay away from Gorgon and then locked the place down.
Someone? You mean someone still has access to the facility? Oh, after all this time. Who was it?
Someone with an old grudge would be my guess. We didn't have a chance to exchange pleasantries. Actually, you tell me.
I don't even know who's still alive from Project Gorgon, much less who would care enough to guard its secrets.
Sorry.
Make sure you have eyes on the back of your head. I doubt we've seen the last of this human vexation. If I know Spacer's choice, getting past the lockdown will be more complicated than just hitting a big red button. You'll need authorization, and layers of it.
Are you familiar with Gorgon's old research staff?
I seem to recall that Mother worked closely with Gorgon's R&D personnel, but not close enough to invite them over for dinner and cocktails, if you get my meaning. By now, they'll have moved on with their lives. If only I could do the same.
Did you know that Gorgon was developing adrenotime?
I knew Mother was involved with some important chemical trials, but I had no idea her pet project was adrenotime. Adrenotime is a working man's stimulant, like a caffeinoid. Very popular at launch, though the marketing quieted down over time.
Aware that Adrenatine created marauders?
What? No. I mean, there's some very morbid wording in the fine print, but I had no idea Adrenatime could make marauders out of people. That's it. That must be it. Spacer's Choice is keeping their dirty little secret about Adrenatime off the record. We have to find Mother's journal. If we don't, then Spacer's Choice gets away with murder. I only hope we aren't too late.
Spacer's Choice risk everything for a stimulant.
Adrenatime was touted as the working man's best friend, a drug that boosted productivity with no adverse effects. The promise of Adrenatime cannot be overstated. Exhaustion and fatigue were supposed to be obsolete. Workplace accidents would be things of the past. For whatever reason, the drug never lived up to that promise.
Did one drug really do all that?
I don't know. And thanks to Spacer's Choice, we may never find out. I know that I'd like to see a colony where the promise of Adrenatime was fulfilled. And I doubt I'm the only one.
Head back out. You really know your business, Penny.
Thank you. I certainly ought to know what I'm doing. I spent years trying to break into pharmaceuticals, professionally speaking. Mother wouldn't hear of it. She didn't think I had the wit to succeed in her line of work. Safe travels. If your leads give you any trouble, be sure and give them some trouble back, yes?
Cracking up. Yes.
That's the spirit. Until next time, my good captain.
Alright. Okay. Going on up. Oh. I mean, I could probably do that, but... Whoa. What? Nina Prescott.
Well, I'll tell you what I've told all the other guards. Mind your boots. Our floors are not made for armor. If you're here for the annual Canid review, I'm afraid it's already over. Only thing going on behind those doors is good, old-fashioned lawful behavior. This greeting constitutes your confidentiality agreement. You hereby agree not to disclose the location or existence of these events. Thank you for cooperating.
Canid review. I don't know anything about a Canid review.
Exactly. You do catch on fast. Now then, how can I help you?
I look for Clarence mostly.
Mr. Mostly is indeed attending our event, although I am disappointed to discover he did not officially enter his Canid Laplace into our competition. You should find Mr. Mostly just inside the prep room. Head inside and take the door to your left.
With all the secrecy, this place isn't exactly hard to find.
We find that our clients enjoy the appearance of participating in illegal activities. Secrecy contributes to a feeling of indecency.
Oh.
The Musgrave family collection was intended to be a gallery of fine art. And here we are, using this place to practice semi-legal canid shows. Scandalous, isn't it?
You said this place was supposed to be an art gallery. What happened?
That's privileged information. I really shouldn't tell you.
Sure you can. I already agreed with your stupid confidentiality clause, remember?
That's a fair point. All right, I'll tell you. But just keep this between us.
Guaranteed secrecy is expensive, you know.
Oh, it's all right. I'll give you this little secret for free. The Musgraves own one of Earth's largest private collections of art and literature. They were going to have the entire collection shipped all the way to Halcyon. Unfortunately, that collection never arrived. We haven't heard anything from the delivery convoy, and there's some purely hypothetical concern that the collection might be, well...
Stolen.
I was going to say indefinitely delayed by unforeseen and unknowable circumstances, but yes. Let's go with that. Anyway, that's as much as I can tell you. Will there be anything else?
Excuse me. It's time for me to partake. Yeah,
Oh, just hear me out.
Douchebag, douchebag, douchebag. Atomic Cotsworth.
Not now, please. I'm a little too busy, you know. I'm the master of ceremonies.
Wait, why be in a hurry? Let's mingle. Douchebag, douchebag. Another name for a douchebag.
How long?
Oh, somebody brought a toy? I don't think that's used for decoration. Clarence!
Hey, Maverick Johnston's newest star. I've got a question for you. Do you know the interesting thing about canid shows?
Just anything involving. Good question. There isn't anything interesting about canid shows.
Oh, but there is, if one possesses an eye for statistics. Mathematically speaking, the interesting thing about canid shows is this. They're an exercise in futility. Winning is predetermined. Over time, the inevitable trend is that the race goes to the swift. Time and chance are just statistical outliers. In other words, if you put enough canids through enough trials, the one with the most optimal attributes generally wins. Exercise in futility.
You must be popular at parties.
Oh, goodness, no. Not at all. I'm an actuary, you see. Well, not entirely. The actuarial sciences are more of a passion than a profession. So I suppose that makes me mostly an actuary. That's a bit of a family joke. I'm Clarence Mostly.
I've been looking for you. You're the last known staff member at Project Gorgon.
Oh. Then you're not here about my monograph. It's true, I was involved with Project Gorgon, but that chapter of my life is long since closed. Listen, I don't know what you want with Gorgon or with me, but let me give you some free advice, Let the past go. Live in the moment. Enjoy the party.
Yeah, you want to keep living in the moment, show me how to lift the emergency lockdown.
I was wondering if you were the sort of person to accept sensible advice or respond with threats of violence. Thank you for resolving that ambiguity for me. Lifting the lockdown won't be easy. You'll need to send overrides from the chem lab and human inquiry. I don't have that level of clearance, but I know 2 people who do. The trouble is, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I washed my hands of Gorgon, and you're asking me to dirty them all over again. I'm going to need a good reason.
Well, how's this for me? I'm really heavily armed.
Right, of course. Thank you for reminding me. Point well taken. I want a favor from you. Do something for me, and I'll do something for you. That way we don't have to rely on mutual trust. A grand prize trophy to the Canid Review. I want it in my hands. Get me that trophy, and I'll give you the remaining researchers. Names, locations, as much information as I have.
Maybe I should just use my heavy. Pretty sure the can review is already over.
Yes, but the winner is still in deliberation. Committee won't deliver a result for another 6 to 8 weeks. Bureaucracy. The trophy's being held in a vault at the other end of this hall. Find a way inside, disable any security, lift, carry, deliver. Simple as that.
Want me to steal it for you?
Don't think of it as theft. Think of it as appropriation by commission. My canid, Laplace, is statistically superior to every other canid in this review. Better average sprinting time, superior gait coefficient, optimal anatomical symmetry. I didn't bother entering little Laplace in this pointless contest. He's already won on paper, you see. That trophy rightfully belongs to him.
I'll be back with that trophy.
Head into the main hall and take the elevator down into the maintenance tunnels. You'll find a service passage that leads up into the trophy room. The maintenance tunnel is the only way up into the trophy room. Some technician barred the door shut on our end. Ask Tilda Coatsworth about it, over by the podium.
Okay. Well, I know what I'm doing. Also, I want to move your eye patch a little bit, the straps at least, because your hair's growing out of it.
Oh, you're quite welcome. I look forward to observing your results.
Come now, Anubis, you must perk up.
What will dogs? Deeper. going to left. Fifth. Oops. Oh, this fella. Schedule sanitation repair, Musgrave family vault. Huh. Fortunate. Deck. There's. Are you freaking kidding me?
All that pomp and circus for this. The hell's the point?
Okay. Rich folk.
You don't have to be scared of your canid, Captain. I don't think they're gonna hurt you.
You know, the careers of 9 out of 13 actors end after their debut serial. Enjoy the fame while it lasts.
Today's your lucky day, Clara. I got your trophy.
My trophy! Look at this thing. Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly.
I kept my end of the bargain. I expect you to put names and locations clearance. I don't have all.
Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers, Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error.
You use statistical analysts to figure out their locations? Show me your math.
I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a Spacer's Choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the two most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe.
Good. You haven't been able to let go of the Project Gorgon either.
Nonsense. I just needed a good old-fashioned statistical problem to busy my mind. Keeps the faculties lubricated.
Mm-hmm. Aww. Okay. Are these two researchers the only other survivors? Alright. Yes. That's all I need.
Try to exercise caution. It's good for your lifespan.
Ah, Clarence, what are you looking out for me?
You did fetch a trophy for my little applause. Technically, that makes you my canid servant, and by the transitive property of employment, my responsibility.
Wow.
No need to sound so astonished. Now, was there anything else?
What can you tell me about Project Gorgon?
Let's try to keep it down, shall we? At least pretend we're being discreet. There's not a lot about Project Gorgon I can tell you. I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but I closed that chapter in my life. I've moved on.
I promise, I'm not looking for any trouble. I just want information.
Look, don't tell anyone I said this. But if there's anything I've learned by living in Byzantium, it's this. If you go looking for the truth, you are looking for trouble. All right. Ask your questions. And then if you don't mind, don't mention Project Gorgon anywhere near me again.
Yay! Does the name Minnie Ambrose mean anything to you?
Minnie Ambrose? Oh, Olivia's brat. Ambitious, but like the rest of her family, irrelevant. She tried following her mother's example, failed, and if she ever tried again, I couldn't tell you. The name Ambrose doesn't mean anything to me anymore, or to anyone halfway respectable. The Ambroses are, how do I put this politely, obsolete?
What did Project Gorgon need an actuary?
Project Gorgon was designed to change the life of every worker on Halcyon. We weren't just building a product, we were trying to build a society. How many workers call Halcyon their home? What do they eat and when? How long do they sleep? How hard do they work? What are their most productive years? When do their organs begin to fail? That's the nature of my work. I study human life in order to determine its value. Jewelers appraise diamonds, and I appraise people.
Must have left Gorgon for a reason. What happened?
It's complicated. I'll be honest, I didn't join Project Gorgon because I wanted to satisfy my intellectual curiosity. I was courting the daughter of a Spacer's Choice family. We were a mathematically congruent match, you see. I had the proofs all written out and everything.
I see where this is going.
I see you've been in the same situation. Yes, she wasn't impressed by my absolute value. After she made her feelings clear, I left the project.
What exactly went wrong?
Everything. Every project has a margin of failure. We expect setbacks, complications, delays. Project Gorgon experienced a cascade failure. One mistake precipitated another, and another, and another. The labs failed to develop a safe drug. Human Inquiry failed to perform their tests responsibly. An unsafe drug tested on unhealthy subjects by irresponsible supervisors. That's Project Gorgon.
Hands aren't clean, Claire. You were part of Gorgon.
I know. Project Gorgon was a failure of leadership. Leadership to which I belonged. I should have pushed for stricter supervision. We gave the other departments too much freedom and not enough oversight. Spare the rod, spoil the servant.
The project fell apart and your test subjects became Marathas.
Anarchy is not a crime. It is a symptom. The undisciplined workplace secretes anarchy the way our glands secrete enzymes. It's a principle of science. Sabotage came first. The chem lab, human inquiry, even my own office. Sabotage broke the discipline of our workplace, leading to confusion, leading to escaped subjects, leading to anarchy.
If we're all dead or missing, only one wearing.
No one appreciates the value of good data. The holistic surveillance device I wear is an invaluable tool, gathering data on all my day-to-day activities. My former colleagues can go into hiding and live in ignorance for all I care. I prefer the self-examined life.
Alright, no more questions. Let's go. Yeah. I see you can check that side. And
Someone has left a threatening message on your terminal, Captain.
yeah, I love threatening messages.
I was unable to trace its origin. Please make a note of it. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? I'll be...
Go to Groundbreaker. Hillary Baines. Alright. Way there.
Let's try being friendly. Maybe they'll try it back.
Hey you, over here. Whoa, 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 it's Riz. Ah, fucking damn it. Every time. So, hey, you trespassing, and I'm armed. Maybe take a second look at your life choices, pal.
I'm looking for someone in the name of Marion Blexley.
Yeah, I know that lady. I know she's looking for, solitude. She hired us to make sure no one comes sniffing around. Guess that's bad news for your plan there.
And who's us exactly?
Yeah, we're the gardeners. We keep order back here on these dangerous streets. Hallways. Know what I mean? Anyway, Blakesley's given us standing orders to strongly discourage anyone who tries to come in. I like to, extrapolate from there.
Come on, surely we can deter him.
This deal with Blakesley's pretty sweet. We get paid, and we get fresh greens every week. My gums never looked healthier.
But I came all this way to meet my mother.
Wait, you serious? You, don't look much alike.
You sound just like her.
Look, we won't give you trouble, but I can't say the same about Blakesley. She's got some crazy setup in there, so if you get shot, don't come complaining to me. This one's clear, guys.
Yeah. That guy.
Some days, it's like I don't know what to do with
This must be a step up from
Doesn't look like either of us are sitting pretty in Byzantium, big shot.
Come on, you two. We're all gardeners here.
You have to be kidding me. I thought I made myself clear. Wait, what's with this camera? Hello? Damn it. Look, I get it. Some people need things spelled out for them. I'm sure one of the auto mechanicals can explain.
Yeah. There we go. Dashing on you. Yeah. Well, different.
Alert.
Observation log. Date. Well, never mind. Hybridization efforts have proven successful, and the nursery's yield is improving steadily. Meanwhile, the psychological benefits of gardening are difficult to assess without a control group. Subjective reflection suggests minor gains in memory retention and contentment.
Bird. Let's find it.
Observation log. Date. Who knows? Subject number. Well, let's call him Percy. Percy here has discovered the secret to success. He has lifted the veil and found the pattern. He wakes up, he listens for that bell 3 times a day. Food rains from the sky. He eats, he waits. Life is easy. But the second your molt comes in, pal,
What's that?
Oh, are you handsome? Looks like you got yourself a little snack.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds like some kind of
Hmm. Ooh. Ah.
So who the fuck? Oh, wait, hang on, I can't hear a damn thing. Just gonna shut this thing off. Right. Marion Blakesley, what can I do for you, Mr. Home Invasion?
I'm here to get into HIA facility in Gorgon.
Spacer's Choice send you? Took your sweet time. Gorgon? I holed up in a forgotten cargo bay of a rotting colony ship just so I could never hear that name again. But here you are.
I tracked down Clarence Mosley. That guy... Wait, actually, what happened on that asteroid?
I really didn't expect today to go this way. Shit. I should have brought another pack of smokes. The Gorgon project gave us Adrena time in the end, but that's just the Bo Spacer's Choice stuck on the whole mess. Corporate demanded a product they could throw onto shelves. That put the squeeze on low at Chem to develop formulas, samples. But how do you know if the product works? You run tests, see what happens. That's where human inquiry and auditing came in. I ran HIA, and HIA ran the tests again and again and again.
And what happens is a whole lot of wasted time and even more bodies.
Well, guess you gotta do a better job. You been auditing?
You met the gardeners? They're nothing but overgrown canids, but people love their fancy names. We were looking for a game changer, something to better the colony. It felt important, worth a few sacrifices. Spacer's choice. They wanted to sell that change for as many bits as they could. None of us got what we wanted.
What was Spacer's Choice testing for?
You've heard the adverts, right? Work day and night, still feel refreshed the next morning. Now, what we tested for was dexterity, efficiency, compliance. The traits of a good employee. Numbers never came out right. I could have pumped gallons of those chemicals into every living soul in this colony. Wouldn't have changed that. What we got was marauders.
So, Spacer's Choice knew about these effects from the beginning?
Yeah, good luck making that one stick. It's in the fine print, you know. Whatever was in those chemicals, it didn't matter what tests we ran. We kept getting the same results. The proto-adrena time solution was both monstrously addictive and had catastrophic effects on the psyche and intellect. A real boon to the colony.
Why did the facility shut down?
We had a few weird accidents, escapes, minor setbacks. But one day, all the test subjects got loose. Sabotage, they said. Wasn't just us. All of the facilities got hit hard. Shut us down for a while. That turned out to be the last straw.
Do you know who was behind it?
Nah, didn't much care by then. Don't care much now. Spacer's Choice wasn't getting much use out of us anymore, so they shuttered the project, kicked Adrena time out the door. And I came here.
Fair enough. Can you give me insight of HIA?
Indulge a scientist. What do you want out of this investigation of yours? Trying to liven up your memoir?
Oh, and you don't get like a special science one? I'm just trying to spice up chapter 3.
Huh. Haven't had any new jokes to laugh at in a while. Your crew feel the same? Heck of a world out here for the shy types. What do you get out of headbutting murderous automechanicals for your captain here?
A family. Or something near to it. We don't always get along or nothing, but what family does?
Fair enough. That's all I've got. Here, I still have this pass. Don't much feel like hanging on to it anymore. Made my exit the moment the project started falling apart. Had to steal some credentials. This should get you into the volunteer induction entrance.
You hacked into the Spacer's Choice database?
Please. I just messaged people with fake demands for their passwords. That's when they didn't just leave codes written down on pieces of paper. If I couldn't talk my way out past a simple facility lockdown, I'd be working for Rizzo's.
Bird!
I'll get you inside. What you do from there, that's up to you.
Alright, well, you know, I'm not gonna be a douchebag because you've been actually pretty chill about the whole thing, so I'll leave you be.
Yeah. I'll make sure the auto mechanicals don't bother you on the way out.
Alright. Let's increase my intimidation. around. Yeah. I guess we better go do this one first. Okay.
Yeah, move along, buddy. Thanks for the patience.
Well, at least you get to live with it.
Captain, an unknown vessel is approaching our ship. Their intentions are currently indeterminate. Once I deduce their intentions, I will play one of two audio signals. A cheerful fanfare if they are friendly, alarms if they are hostile. Their intentions are no longer unknown.
Are we under attack? Or are we just getting ready to play a badass metal song?
At precisely this moment, Captain, no. Within the next 60 to 90 seconds, yes. The unknown vessel has deployed a boarding mechanism. They will attach themselves to our airlock and attempt boarding shortly. That sound indicates that a boarding mechanism has successfully attached to our airlock. Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we are currently in the process of being boarded.
You're not supposed to be pleased to tell me that we've been boarded, Ada.
I have been programmed to simulate joy and excitement at the opportunity to test my limited defensive capabilities. Captain Hawthorne installed a lethal shock trap on our airlock in the event of an invasion. I am prepared to deploy this trap at a moment's notice.
Who are these people? Our airlock has a death trap installed? Ada, you need to tell me these things.
I understand. Allow me to rectify my oversight. Captain, please be informed that our airlock has a death trap installed. The invading ship appears to be a decommissioned storage vessel. The crew are either pirates or freelancers. My opinion of their competence is low.
Nothing that I'm flattered, but I wish they'd buy me dinner.
That is unlikely. Judging by the state of the invading ship and the competence of the boarding party, I deduce they are incapable of paying for dinner. Their ship is using a tracking device too sophisticated for their primitive astrogator. I conclude they are receiving outside assistance. If you prefer to make an escape, I can disable their boarding mechanism. However, as long as that tracking device remains on board their ship, they will be able to find us again.
I'll go deal with it myself.
Understood, Captain. I will be deploying the Unreliable's lethal deterrence system. Please approach the airlock and enjoy the show.
Alrighty.
Now
Nice.
Looks like our opponent knows how to play defense. All right, freebooters, fall back and regroup.
Ooh, galley key. Nice. Pirates trying to pirate me, but I'll pirate back. B with a light butt. Ooh. Yeah, it's not real.
Great work. Incoming!
Huh? Hello, Sir Colin. Hopefully I said that right. You have returned. I just, yeah, got attacked. He's dead. Ooh.
That's him, Cap.
Oh, fairness. I got like a new ship out of this, right? Take it. Tracking device. Remove tracking device. Return to route. Yes. Well, I made use of those guys. That's better.
Welcome back, Captain. I understand you have resolved your differences with our former boarding party. Are you ready to depart?
Let's get going.
Understood, Captain. Resuming our course.
It's so big. Gassy. Like your mother. Hello, Kitty. Okay. I wonder what happened here. Bunch of robots. Bunch of mix. Auto mix, that is. Real. Wait, hold on. Characters. What's that? Holy crap!
She's going to take care of you. It'll be okay. Just breathe, Kelly. Everything's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Ah! Stop making that noise. They'll hear you. Who's out there?
I'm the captain of my own ship. Open up and I'll get you away from Olympus.
Really? I would be indebted to you for life. But how do I know I can believe you?
Have a very trustworthy face?
I'll have to come out to assess it myself. Hold on. I'm opening the door.
Where you at? There. Yeah, let me loot your crap.
Let me just catch my breath. I swear, my heart's trying to punch its way out of my chest. Law, I'm so lucky you came along. I know it sounds crazy, but a little while back, I'd been gearing myself up to take a long walk off a short turbine platform. Then the security mechanicals broke out into a massacre, and I realized I really want to live. How can I help you help me get out of here?
What you mean about taking a walk off a turbine platform?
Just a feeling I got. Every day was the same as every other day. I felt like I was stuck in a circle, you know? Started imagining what it'd be like to break that circle. Station goes in a circle around the planet, so what if I just dropped off the edge? But after what I've seen, after what happened, I don't want that anymore. I want to live.
Well, who are you?
I'm Kelly Marine, the receptionist. And before you ask, I wasn't manning the visitor's desk when the mechanicals went haywire, 'cause no one comes here. Not ever. Not since all us station workers were dropped off at the start of the project a year ago.
Except for me.
Right. Heck of a time for our first and only visitor to show up. Speaking of, why are you here?
I'll look for Dr. Jasperlow.
If I had to guess, you'd probably find his body either in his office or the labs. Or heck, he could have been on the toilet. I don't know. No bones about it, he was the smartest of us all. Maybe he evaded the automechs, too.
Well, I appreciate the tip. I'll check Jeffrey's office.
Watch yourself out there. If it's all the same to you, I'll just sneak my way onto your ship where it's safe. Drop me off on the groundbreaker and I'll be out of your hair in no time.
And groundbreaker's popular. Well, not so fast. That charge for transport.
But you said if I opened the door... Oh, all right. I'm not much in a position to barter. Take it. I swear this is all I have.
Go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll just hide in a crate or something. You won't even know I was there. Here, this is my official laboratory headgear. I won't be needing it anymore, so it's all yours.
Yeah, thanks again. Better not take off my freaking ship.
This thing's orbit is stable, right? 8 checks before we dock.
I'll probably crash long before we're gone. After him.
Where are we headed?
Oops.
Got him all!
Disable sentry hostile protocol. Yeah, she's right there. Go, Team Venture! Whoa! For real, can't jump that high. Oh, boo. Oh, that was pointless. Remember, I got 2,000 XP out of that. Where are you at? What? I need you a big answer.
One team.
Oh. Wait, can you?
Wow, you got that?
Yates, where did I put the... Wait, I almost forgot that Yates is dead. That's good, actually.
Yeah, he's a little off his rocker.
Shush. Talking, concentrating. Damn it. I almost had it. The formula was in my mind, and I almost had it. I was so close to a breakthrough, I could practically taste it. You really did pick the worst time to manifest.
I'd appreciate it if you came to your senses. I'm in a hurry.
Oh, hang on. I see what's happening. You're real.
Hello, kitty.
Ergo, not a hallucination. This is interesting. I have several questions for you. Let's start with the obvious. Who are you, and how are you even alive?
Here. That was good. When I figure that out, I'll tell you.
Memory loss, huh? I envy you. The closest I've come to amnesia is getting euphoric on Sky High, which is more like memory curation than memory loss. Right, that answers that. Next question.
Did you come bearing fresh pharmaceuticals?
Do you come bearing fresh pharmaceuticals?
Hey, I'm sorry about your friends, but more doses ain't gonna help.
Look, we all know you're here to interrogate me. If I'm going to go through this ordeal, I'm not doing it sober.
Let's see here. Hello, kitty. Hi, kitty. I'm going to charm, and only the freshest for my friends.
New friends mean new birthdays to keep track of, and I can't spare much room in my mind palace for frivolous trinkets of information. But in this case, I'll make an exception.
I need to get inside the chem lab on Gorgon?
No, you don't. There's nothing interesting in the chem lab. There's nothing interesting in Gorgon at all. Gorgon is a featureless rock dragged along by the gravitational current of a barren asteroid belt. The chem lab is a graveyard. You won't find anything there but the dead.
Sounds familiar. Somebody's been warning me to stay off Gorgon.
Well, it wasn't me. I've been stuck in this place for ages. In any case, it's becoming obvious you're not listening to sensible warnings.
If you've set your heart on exploring my old labs, I won't try to dissuade you. Indulge me with a favor, and I'll give you the access you want. The electromechanical turbine is offline. Without any power, I can't possibly continue my work. Be a dear and reactivate it for me. That's all I ask.
That doesn't sound too hard. I'll take care of it.
Take the elevator to the storm platform at the top of this facility. Reactivate the turbine, and I'll give you the access you want.
I'll be back. Go between a guy and his kids. Like shopping. Oh, getting red. Oh, I'm getting a little motion sickness. That's cool.
Son of a Peril. Is there a single planet in this fucking colony that ain't trying to kill us?
Well, that's a delusional thought. Alright. Yeah, easy enough. Break my leg. Yeah, oop. Activate electromechanical turbine. Diagnose. Oh my. There we go.
Another house.
Oh, guess that was easy enough. Right. Alright, Dr. Crazy.
The facility's back on the grid, and my pipes again floweth with the sweet, sweet essence of my salvation. I suppose I have you to thank for realigning the machine. Of course, Jasper, you imbecile.
Gluing on his eye makes you never want to touch drugs again. It's done. Now get me inside the chem lab.
You'll need my voice to get into the chem lab. I'm obviously not coming with you, so I'm giving you a recording of my dulcet speech. This recording should get you into the chem lab. I hope whatever you're after is worth the trauma. I wouldn't go back there if I was higher than the mercury levels in a can of salt tuna. Wait, take my gun while you're at it. If you end up dying on Gorgon, there's a non-zero chance I'll feel partially responsible. Neither of us want that.
Alrighty, well, I need help with security in the chem lab. You know that place better than anyone.
Die, perhaps? Automechanical sentries are generally programmed to ignore corpses. I don't like the idea of going back to that place, to that life. Yes, I know it's not me risking my throat gallivanting around Gorgon. It's you, for whatever madcap reasons you've got. I've helped you once, and I don't feel great about it. I made a clean break from Gorgon, and now it feels like you're asking me to tether myself back to that place.
Yes, but let them worry about Gorgon. Helping me could help you move on.
I suppose you've got a point. Or something resembling a point. I'm emotionally addled right now, and I'm allowing my sentiments to get the better of me. Here, my personal security keycard. There's a hallway near the processing room. It leads to a security terminal. Use this keycard to unlock the hallway and disable security.
I'll talk to you about Project Gorgon.
Even if I wanted to talk about Project Gorgon, I couldn't. All my memories of Gorgon are intact, but they're in disarray. Like a book with its pages shuffled. Making sense of those memories requires clarity of mind. Clarity that only Sky High gives me. To tell you everything I know, I'd have to be dangerously euphoric.
One hit won't hurt.
All right. Just one inhale. Easy does it, Jasper. Have you ever seen a lake as still and clear as a mirror? That's how my mind feels right now.
But what's the practicality for it, though? What happened at the chem lab?
The disaster at the chem lab was my fault. I tested adrenotime on primals. I decimated my own research team. And I was a coward. I locked myself up in isolation. I told myself that I needed silence and solitude to perfect my formula for Sky High. But the truth is that I was ashamed.
Well, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Let your team down.
So that's what it feels like to be chastised. Thank you. I haven't had anyone hold me accountable in a very long time. Unfortunately, Sky High won't let me feel any lasting guilt as a result of your words. Once the euphoria fades, I'll feel it all at once. I'm starting to lose sight of my own thoughts. Entropy reasserts itself in the palace of my mind. The high never lasts more than a few moments.
Could use this guy had Jasper clear your mind.
I suppose you're right. I do need to relax. Up you go, old friend.
Ooh, he's gonna OD.
And just like that, the demons of my mind have all gone silent.
How about your Dr. Ambrose's journal? What's so important about it?
The author, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, was one of the most brilliant minds in Halcyon. She wouldn't have kept a journal for something as tawdry as mere sentiment. Dr. Ambrose never made it out of Gorgon alive. That's the sort of thing that happened to the project's best minds. They were killed. They turned marauder. Or they became me.
Come on, Jasper, where's all the self-confidence?
Gone. Like smoke in a breeze. Sky High clarifies my mind, and I can see that my confidence was only ever an illusion. I never had the courage to tell Dr. Ambrose that I admired her dedication to her work. I never had the courage to stand up to corporate on behalf of my staff. I'm starting to lose sight of my own thoughts. Entropy reasserts itself in the palace of my mind. The high never lasts more than a few moments.
Alright, well, I'm gonna stop right there, because, ooh, yeah, no, I feel bad this guy, like, I don't know. OD? I found out enough for right now.
Never mind, indeed. Did you need something else?
I should go. Living in your little prison. After all, if you OD'd, it would have been too easy. You would have been freed from this place. Yep. Hey, little fella, what you doing? Ooh. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna put a pin in this. It's getting a little late on my end. So, I'll try something different and say, well, thank you for watching Phil's Rise Adventure, where it says playing the Outer Worlds with the DLC of Peril of Gorgon. We're going to continue for maybe tomorrow, hopefully, probably. Yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and as always, stay wild, my friend.